Good morning, everybody. It is the 20th of April, 2021, and I am going to give you just a note, a thought that I had this morning on my run that I'll combine it with 2 days worth of running thoughts. Just because I think this goes into my thought that I had in the blog that I posted recently. So yesterday I'm pushing my stroller, my double stroller on a run, and I was just looking around and seeing all the beautiful, beautiful budding trees out here in central Illinois. There's a lot of really just perfect purple and delightful pink blossoming trees, and then there's some white buds with some pink in the middle of them. There's some really dark red out here, and it's just gorgeous. And unfortunately, also the last 3 years, I've been experiencing more and more allergies. So breathing's not as easy during spring and fall due to allergens. And so it seems like it's a contrast of how beautiful these things are, but then also how just the body's getting older, I guess. But I thought that I had was also it's worth it. These beautiful, gorgeous, budding trees are worth the allergies, especially in the 21st century where we have 4 different kinds of allergy medications on the shelf at Dollar General, 4 different compounds that can help reduce it, access to green teas and all that other stuff, air filters. I mean, we really we have a lot of ability to reduce allergens. So that's just the first thought, is that it's the beauty is worth it. And then the second thought, as I'm looking out the window, you can't tell in the video, but I just keep looking out, and it's snowing today. It is the second half of April, and we are getting snow, and things are getting covered. And this morning, I ran one of my favorite routes, so I run south of the house. There's a gravel road. I take it over to another road that comes up through town, a couple curves, run past the cemetery, and then run into the edge of town, then straight through town back to the house. It's about a 10K loop, and one of the folks in my church, I run past their house on that route, and they're just always great people, so if I see them outside, it just makes my day perfect. They weren't outside, but they have about 4 or 5 of these pink trees that are blossoming, and the snow is just layered on those blossoms, and it is gorgeous. And I was just like, wow, like I love this. And it was just so pretty that actually when I got home, I told Brittany, I'm like, hey, you take the keys, go drive around town, look at these trees, look at the beauty of the snow on these items. And I did that partially because the snow, once it gets to certain heaviness, will start falling off of the blossoms, and stuff like that. But also just like enjoying the beauty of the moment really is something that we need to grab onto. We can find so many things to complain about, but we can find even more things to celebrate and rejoice. So I know that this snow is majorly changing a lot of plans. Yesterday afternoon at track practice, it was ridiculously cold. It just felt like there's no way to stay warm. This week we're going to have to change a lot of track plans, simply because we don't want to injure our athletes. But this snow's gorgeous. And as always, I'm reminded of the fact that when I see snow, the snow that I see today would have been considered a rare snow for the first 7 years of my life living in Texas, and how it's like you just had to appreciate every bit of snow that you got. But then also I think about how snow is imagery used to talk about the cleansing and the purging of sin, and how we are washed white as snow, so to say, and how like just snow has almost a redemptive value whenever I look around, and how just ugly things are gorgeous, even when they're coated with the snow. Just the glistening and the beauty of it, and how just the glory of how Jesus Christ, whenever he has cleansed us of our sin, it's his cleansing that adds this beauty to our life, and how through his beauty being added to our life of his glory, his redemption, his reconciliation, his restoration, that we are then able to live out the intended purpose that humanity had in God's creation of it, which was to have dominion over this world, to take care of this world. And so just like this snow, it's probably going to throw off every plan that you have today. But take time to enjoy it and meditate upon it. Meditate upon the glory of God's redemption, the glory of his goodness, the wonder of creation. Just embrace change. Change happens. It's part of life. It's not something that we complain about or rant about or get upset about. The snow, it's change. Weather changes. What's the best thing to do? Appreciate it for what it is. So those are my thoughts today that I had and yesterday on my run. Just find something beautiful to be happy about. This is not just ignoring bad, but intentionally seeking good and celebrating it. And I love snow. I find it to be a crazy thing in April, but hey, here we go. We just got to take advantage of it.